I know you can open wider, dear Pip. I've been to your games. You never shut that mouth of yours. Hilarious. Lots of cabin. Looks like we're going to run up the bill like Bridgeport is going to run up the score on your goal. Oh, fuck yeah. Don't worry. It's all covered. Speaking of, you ever think of going man to man? Your D has to do something to slow down Coach Chapman's boys. They rob you every year.
There's a problem with insurance. He doesn't have any.
Can you guys hear me? Hello? Good morning? Morning? Yeah? So it's good with this.
Yep.
I can't tell.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so it is. All right, so you guys can hear me like this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I can't hear anything from you guys. So if you guys are actually talking, I can't hear anything.
Yeah, we are actually talking.
You can't hear us?
So
We can hear
okay.
you.
I guess that's all that matters. I'm gonna need everyone, anytime you want to type or communicate, you need to type it. Okay, I need to see it in the group chat. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to, know anything. Whatever you guys have to say. I don't know why this is happening because this happened yesterday as well. So, is my volume up? Yeah, it's all the way up. It's 100. My volume's just not working. I don't know. I think I screwed my computer up in some way when I started using this for other projects. And so I've been using this Yeti for another project that I'm working on. And since I've been doing that, it's screwed with like the mic and the volume and everything like that. So whenever I'm doing some kind of like Zoom or Skype, it's just not, it doesn't work properly. So I can't hear you guys unless I unplug this. But you guys can't hear me unless it's plugged in. So I'm really sorry that it had to be like that. I'll figure it out someday. So maybe next round it'll be better. But this is what we have to work with for today. Okay. I wish they made a size bigger than Venti. Anyway, so how are you guys doing this fine Thursday morning? Are we doing good? Have you guys been moving along smoothly with the class? Are there any issues at all? Because in this meeting, really, I think I want to just get us all on the same page. Okay, and so we need to know if there are any problems. Okay, anything that needs to be cleared up. If anyone's having any kind of issues with the material, although I do kind of feel like so far it's been easy. Has it been easy? Is it it's pretty good so far? It's all right? Okay, the quiz itself is going to be it's just going to be directly from the lecture videos. So it's the same information, you're just going to put it into a quiz. The quiz has 12 questions, okay? Most of the questions are pretty straightforward. It's almost like you just need to know the terms and what they mean, which is kind of like what we've been doing so far. Is a lot of it is just kind of just understanding the scope of, this type of sampling, or what is statistics, what is this, what is that. So most of the quiz will be that, but there are 2 questions, I think, or 2 or 3 questions where you'll have to actually apply some of the knowledge that you learned into that. All right, so a couple questions where you're going to be thinking, using your brains, and applying the concepts that we learned, but most of the other questions are going to be very kind of easy. The whole thing is going to be true, false, multiple choice. All right, each question will be worth 5 points, and there are 12 questions total. Okay, for a total of 60 points, everyone. Let me see what's going on here. Beginning, okay. Yeah, Blackboard's weird. In my opinion, being an instructor and using it on, the instructor end, it's like there are some really cool tools that we can use for class that work really well with what we're doing. But then I feel like there are a lot of things on Blackboard that make it really difficult. Okay, so that's why I kind of put other things on other platforms, because it just made the whole concept of how I want the class to flow a whole lot easier if we just kind of move away from Blackboard and only use it for our grading purposes and just turning in assignments and things like that. Okay, so as long as everything's going good with you guys, that's good. I'm glad to hear. What I want to do, these meetings will not necessarily be regular unless it seems like we need them. Okay, so right now it's just kind of like a welcome. We're still in that intro phase. We want to make sure that we're all on the same page here, and that we can kind of like cut out all the kinks. All right, so if there's any kind of issues, please let me know that right now. Also, we were going to I originally meant for this to be a review session as well, but what I got from my other classes earlier in the week and yesterday is that a lot of you guys would opt, because I give the option, okay, to allow you guys to review for the quiz on your own. And then you'll earn extra credit if you do the quiz review and turn that into me. So seems like that's the most popular option. Instead of doing it as a class, you guys kind of want to do it on your own. And that's also okay with me. So we'll just do that. All right, so what's gonna happen is I'm going to take attendance whenever we're finished, and I'm going to send everyone who is here at the Zoom meeting a link to the Kahoot activity that has our review questions for the quiz, which you really want to do, because the review questions, think of this as like a practice quiz, okay? So you're practicing all the information. The quiz questions are going to be very, very similar to what you see in this review quiz. All right, so you definitely want to do it. And what I'm saying it is, in order for you to get extra credit for doing it, I need you to screenshot your score, and then you're going to submit that to me. And I'm going to put a link in the attendance section on Blackboard for you to go ahead and submit that to me. All right, and so we're going to do that. All right, and then everyone will just, whoever does it will just get a little bit of, a few extra points for doing it. So some extra credit. Yes, attendance this week. Attendance will be due. There's, we have another video up. Okay, I know I emailed that to all you guys. So there's another video up on the website. There is a PowerPoint that, you know, corresponds to that video. So go ahead and turn in attendance as usual. Attendance will always be due on Friday because that's the end of the week. All right, so the quiz is going to be due Monday night. All right, I was gonna do Sunday night, but I figure I'll just give you guys one more day to be equivalent with the other classes. So Sunday night by midnight is when it will be due. I mean, not Sunday night, sorry. Monday night by midnight is when the quiz is due. That is also when your extra credit from the Kahoot will be due as well. So after that point, you're out of luck. Please don't not take the quiz. I know you get one free one as extra credit, but it is best in your interest if you decide that you're just going to take all the quizzes and allow your lowest score to be a 100. Don't allow your lowest score to just be a 0. Okay. So please take the quiz. Also, another thing what I want to do, just given the fact that it seems like I'm going to take advantage of the fact that this is an online class, we should be reaping the benefits so we can make a lot of our activity in this course asynchronous, meaning that we don't need to be doing this in real time all the time. Okay. But I just
I'm trying to grab
not become a disadvantage for you guys. So what I'm going to be doing is every other week or every 2 or 3 weeks or so, I'm going to put a survey out, and you guys need to take this survey because that will tell me how we're doing in the class. Because if I need to make any kind of adjustments for your guys' benefits so you could be more successful in the class, then I'm gonna have to do that. But I won't know unless we have those surveys. All right, so throughout the whole quarter, I'm just gonna keep asking you what's good, how are you doing? Do you have any suggestions? Are you having issues with any part of the class, any, you know, material-wise, or is there any way you could learn the material better? And then I'll gather all that information and feel like if, you know, if there's anything I can do to kind of fix that situation. If it turns out that we have to do regular Zoom meetings on the days that this class is supposed to happen, then we'll have to go there and do that. But it really just kind of depends on you guys and how well we can move throughout this quarter. So please be taking those surveys and do your level best in the course and make an effort. You should be fine, but if we have to make adjustments in this course, we will, okay? So do we have any other questions at all? Anything about the quiz or the material or what we're doing? Anything like that? Yes, well, on the website, actually. Here, you know, I'm just gonna share my screen with you guys so that you guys can see it better, see what I'm talking about. Come on. Let's go, okay. Not right here. Okay, so here we are. Let's go to our course. Password. Okay, so here's the course. So do you see how it's kind of organized in a way where it goes lessons for week 1, and then you have your PowerPoints here and your video here. So lessons for week 2, we have the PowerPoint here and then the video here. Okay, so this is what this is the information you're responsible for on week 2, is just whatever's under here, just this video lecture. So for this week, it's really just one video that you have to take attendance for, okay, and turn that attendance in. Now lessons for week 3, there are no videos yet, but there is a PowerPoint, and there may be another PowerPoint, or it might just be that way actually. I think I'm gonna introduce the second chapter here as well, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, keep a lookout for what's going to happen to week 3, because whatever falls into week 3 for that week, that is gonna be what you need to take attendance on. Okay, so for this week, it's just this, that week 2 stuff. This is all your information that you're responsible for. Week 1, this was all you were responsible for last week. And
Sorry,
coming week is week 3. So
we can't see the page.
it's going to build up, and we're going to have more stuff going on in there. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. That's how you can tell what is going to happen. You can't see the screen. Why didn't it work? I hate how it doesn't let me see your chat until after I already click out. So can you see it now? I mean, you also have access to this page, so it should show you. But this is week 1. This is week 2. So it's really just, this is all you're responsible for. Let me see if this made a difference. Go to the chat, see what happens. Okay, I think we see it now. Better, yes, yes, yes. So, okay. I don't know why it wasn't showing before, but yeah. So I hope this makes sense to you guys. This is all you need to do for week 2. Just this and this. That's the information you are responsible for this week. Last week, it was just this. Next week has yet to be created completely. So that will come, and you will know what you're doing by this weekend. Okay. Okay, so. Okay, anything else? Do we have any other questions or anything else we need to go over? So it's not always going to be just one PowerPoint per week. Like I said, just you have to check what is due that week. Okay, so so far it's just been 1 per week, but eventually some weeks we may have 2. Okay, but you're gonna find that in that section. Today's assignment that's due today it's not even based off of, well, of course they're all based off of the PowerPoints, but today's assignment is just a review assignment. All right, so this is just a quiz review assignment. It's gonna go over information you've already covered in your previous homework assignments, okay? And then it's going to really just be quite similar to the quiz, just to help you get ready for the quiz. Okay, so anything else? What else do we need help with? Yeah, so anytime we have a quiz or exam or anything like that, the homework assignment that we're gonna be worried about, that we're going to be focusing on, is always going to be a review assignment. So whatever we're about to do, if we're about to take a quiz on Thursday, or if a quiz is supposed to open up on Thursday, then the homework assignment that you're doing that's due that Thursday is just going to be a review assignment. So a lot of the information you've already seen, you've already answered questions on this material, but now you're just gonna re-answer those questions. Hopefully this time around, you'll know it even better. Okay, and that's the whole point. So it'll stick in your mind. So we're gonna see that all this information, everything is gonna be thrown at you a lot, just so that you know it, so it just doesn't, like, we see it once and then it go away. The only PowerPoint or the only attendance you need to do for this week is just what we need to do for this week. Let me try to show you again. This week, it's just lessons for week 2. So it's just this. Just PowerPoint 1.2 and video 1.2. That's it. That's all you have to know for this week. Your attendance is only based on that. Okay. Last week, the previous week that just happened, which was week 1, that week we did video 1.1 and PowerPoint 1.1. So that was all we had to do that's all you had to know, or all you had to do for week 1. Your attendance was just based on that only, okay? So whenever week 3 happens, which will be next week, okay, the following week, there will be a video here. But I'm not saying that it's always, or there will be a PowerPoint here and a video here. And I'm not saying that it's always going to be just one. Some weeks you might have to watch 2. Okay, it really just depends on where we need to be and if we're there. We need more information that week or whatever, but you will always see that here. This is where you will see exactly what is due, or which PowerPoints are due for your attendance and for your lessons, for your homework. Your homework assignments are only going to be based on whatever we were supposed to know for that week, unless it's a review assignment. Review assignments are like, whatever's supposed to be covered for the exam or the quiz, but the homework itself, just the regular everyday assignments and your just typical attendance, that is going to come from the information that you are supposed to be responsible for in that specific week. Okay, so how do you know what information you're responsible for in that particular week? You come to the website and whatever is under lessons for that week. And that's all you'll have to know for that week. Does that clear up anything a little bit? Today's assignment, 3 is posted as due tomorrow. Yeah, it should have been the assignment that's due today. Well, it's technically due tomorrow. The assignment that's supposed to be due today, I just felt like since I posted it yesterday, you may not have enough time, so I'm letting that be due tomorrow. Normally it should only be due on Thursday, but just since I felt like you didn't have enough time to do it, I'm adding an extra day to that. So that won't be a habit unless I will only give you an extra day if it's my fault. Okay. Okay, so for the most part, always expect it to be your assignments to be due Tuesday and Thursday. But if I posted it too late and I feel like I need to give you at least an extra day to do it, then I will push the due date. Okay. And then today's assignment, okay, just listen. Yeah, all you're responsible for this week, just the information that you're responsible for this week, week 2, is just lesson 1.2. Okay, so for the attendance, it's just 1.2. That's it. And next week, it's going to be 1.3, but it might also be 2.1. I'm going to see. So don't expect it to just be 1 video per week. Sometimes it will be 2 videos, okay? You just have to check during your, whatever you're responsible for that week in the weekly lessons on the website, okay? Do we have any more questions? I hope that was clear what I gave you guys. To be honest, it's just so much easier for me when you write them into Blackboard or just copy and paste it into the Blackboard in that little text box that they give you. You can do a Word document, just upload it and put that up there, but like on my end, there's more clicking and more stuff involved that I have to go through when I'm checking your work if you submit a Word document versus if you just put it into that text box. It's so easy. I just click on it and I read it, right? It's just, it's there. So it's so much easier for me. So if you want to make life easier for me, I would really appreciate that. And it would be great if you could just like copy and paste whatever you did in Word and just paste it into the Blackboard text box. I mean, if you can't, it's not the end of the world. It's fine. It's just that I had to click more things to see it. You know, so there's just more work on for me. It's whatever. So that's the deal there. What else do we got? Any more questions? Anything else? Just keep throwing them at me until we're ready to go, I guess. Is there anything else that anyone has been struggling with? Because this is the place. So for discussions, do we want to see what we're supposed to, what's supposed to happen with those? Let me see, because I just posted a discussion for you guys last night. Your first discussion, okay? So how many, I think there are 4 discussions throughout this semester, I think, that we are going to have. Actually, let's check the syllabus really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, only 4. 4 main discussions that we are going to have this semester. And you're going to find your discussions, okay, in the group discussions right here. So you click on group discussions, okay, and then everyone was assigned to a group, okay, automatically assigned to a group, and these are groups of 2, so really call them partners. You have an assigned partner to converse with, okay? So for each one, you click on whatever you are, and then here's your discussion. There will be more here, but group discussion 1. So what this is gonna be is I give you a scenario, like a problem to work on, I guess. And then what you are going to do is just answer these questions, but you're going to answer them together. Like you just talk about it together and go, I think that the, like let's say the first question is, how was the study sample assembled? And maybe one of you starts off by going, okay, I believe that the study sample was assembled by doing this and this and this, because in the article it says such and such. And then the other person can say, yeah, that makes sense. And I think for the second question, it was the study sample sufficiently large and representative? I think it was definitely large because, you know, they did this. So that to me, you know, fulfills that. And for the next question, what was the primary outcome variable? Well, I believe that this was the primary outcome variable because this variable is like the main focus on the whole research question. And I believe that this one is the primary exposure variable because it was more of like a supporting variable or a variable that was added just to help change the outcome of the outcome variable. Whatever you know, but you guys need to just have a conversation about answering these questions. Okay, that's all it is. Have a conversation, come up with your guys' answers together. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read your conversation, and if you arrived at the answers, you guys kind of put your thought into it, and as you were discussing the answers to the questions, you showed support, you explained to each other why you think that the answer to that question is blah, blah, blah. Then I'm gonna see your process and I'm gonna be like, wow, good job, you two. You guys really incorporated the information that we're learning in the class into this, and you're doing a good job applying the concepts. Good job, you get points, all right? So it's really just, I want you guys to have a conversation about the case study and the questions. Just answer the questions together. None of this has to be formal. This would be like you and someone else just sitting there in class talking about an assignment together and just trying to figure out what the answers are together. And that's all that this is. All right, this is just an interactive way for you two to work together and apply concepts that you learned into answering these questions. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Don't get really nervous about it or anything. And your answers and all that, it's not in front of the entire class. It's just between you two. And of course me, because I'm gonna see it and check your conversation and grade you. But other than that, okay, when is the discussion due? The discussion I think is due next Friday. Let me check. So week 3 is when we have our group 1 discussion due. So it's gonna be due at the end of the week. These will always be an end of the week kind of thing. So Friday on week 3, which is gonna be 9/11, okay? And same thing with week 6 is when we have our second discussion due, and that will be due that Friday, October 2nd. So, okay. All right, what else? Hit me with your best question. Unless you guys are finished with questions. What else do you got? Anything, you guys? The quiz open to us already or not until Monday? The quiz, I think the quiz is actually open now. But if not, then I'm gonna check and just to make sure that it is open. But yeah, it should be open now, and you're ready to take it anytime you need to take it until Monday at midnight. Although I recommend you do not wait until Monday. All right, don't wait until the last minute. Sunday, I would give myself Sunday as a deadline if Monday is the due date, because we're dealing with technology and Wi-Fi, and it's not always, things can go wrong is what I'm trying to say. So just in case, at least you would still have time. So I suggest make Sunday your due date, your mental due date for your work, instead of the night before it's due or the night that it's due. But yeah, it'll be open until Monday at midnight. Anything else, guys? Okay. You are welcome. All right. Well, if this is it, I guess I will take attendance. Everyone who is here should receive an email pretty soon with a link to go take the Kahoot activity or quiz, whatever you want to call it. And then that will, if you take it, you will get your extra credit. All right. And I will definitely put a link in the attendance section on Blackboard for you to turn in that screenshot for your extra credit. And keep an eye out for the surveys that I will put out there frequently, so that you guys can just let me know if there are any problems, or if everything is peachy and we should just keep class as it is. All right. So it's really up to you guys. Okay. I think that's it, but if anything comes up, please email me or, contact me in some way. Okay? So you guys have a great rest of your day and study. Okay, bye.